Welcome back to Panator Plays Long War 2 and tries to get ourselves a brand new engineer who will continue digging out the Avenger because, well, that's a good way to get burst money. Fortunately, we have not been as controlled by the Faceless in this campaign, unlike the other campaign in which we lost money. That's right, we didn't just not make any money, we went into debt, which is kind of nightmarish. This is a fairly simple mission, I think. I think I know this map too. At the very least, I might know that building, and if we know the building, we know how to get that guy out. It's also, I also spent some intel because we are at 200 intel. Yeah, okay, we're going this side. If this is the map, I think it is, and it is. There's a door here, so we can pretty much sort this out the way we want to. Might not even need to go too near there. The only concern is, are there civilians here? Are there any civilians here that might want to ruin our day? Sure seems like it, bucko, but that actually seems like there's nothing here, so let's try it. Nope, we have not been ruined by the civilians. That's great. That is amazing. Because the moment a civilian ruins our day, well, what are we going to do about it? We're exposed. We're just going to have to work with that. And by working with that, I mean basically leave. Okay, that guy's bad. So we're going to have to orient ourselves in a manner that does not give it the opportunity to expose us. Holy shit, there's even more targets.
Suggest we prepare.
Yeah. Triple surveillance drone now. That is interesting. Not so interesting that I'm actually going to let them do anything to us.
Heading there now.
We're just going to go straight left. We are not coming close to you fuckos. Don't come closer to me. That is uncalled for. And the fact that you're in the middle of the map really kind of fucks up what I expect in terms of where you're going to wander around. Also, we have this wonderful silhouette of the son of a bitch. No, no, no. Bad surveillance drone. Bad drone. Stay away. That is a lot of surveillance drones. I think. Are they reacting to the way we've been solving missions? Because if they are, that's a little scary and a little cool, I must admit. Martin, you want to get out of here? Yeah, you scout that area for us. Alright, this should be... No. Escape. There we go. I almost exposed us. There we go.
On the move.
And we're off to the races. Just hide from everybody. There's civilians in there, so not gonna disturb them. Stop following me, you shits. This is uncalled for. You also broke a window. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to pay somebody for that, even though you do command the entirety of the world. Because for some reason, this is the only thing the world can agree on. Hey, you guys, why don't we just let the aliens take over? Because that seems real fucking neato. Also, I'm not that afraid of there being more contact here. What I am afraid of is civilians now. We're gonna try to angle here.
Copy that.
Unless there's more contact, which there is not. Here's good. And here's even better. Go.
Engaging.
I think that's all the contact we have. Nope, that's not right, Pat. It's very light, so there might be 4 points of contact here. Which I guess is fine since these guys are not going the right way. Yes, please explore that. So they're going to go for this horizontal ways. I think they're getting real close to us, so they might be tracking us with their snake senses. Don't you know that snakes smell with their tongue, so when they're capturing you with their tongue steal thing, they're actually sniffing you. Isn't that gross? I don't want to go in there. I'm going to go loop over here. Maybe. Depending on what we see right now. You want to show me what's up?
Heading to that location.
No contact. That's good. Just zoom. I think we have enough turns to make this work. Gonna angle myself here just in case there's future contact. There is not, so this is fine.
Stay close.
I know we don't have to be in cover, but it's probably safe to be actually in cover. Probably a pod just waiting inside, waiting for us to fuck up. We're not gonna give him the opportunity. Hold on, I clicked already.
Hostile targets in sight.
Yeah, okay, they're on the roof, which is nice, but this is more of a concern. Like, holy shit, they could not have planned this better. If it were a video game, which it is. Alright, we should be fine here. Right, let's let... Okay, no contacts. Right, we're gonna sneak by them like the sneaky Solus Mordins. We are, I don't know, we're Solarians, I guess. Look, it's like 5 p.m. I've eaten, but not... Yeah, but the dinner bell is starting to haunt me.
Position confirmed.
Alright, let's just go over here. Don't do that.
Should do the trick.
It will. Look, I want to get our engineer, but, you know, if it doesn't work out, it's still probably fine. Although, because it's not a scientist. The second scientist, actually, we're kind of hurting for it. By next month, we don't have a second scientist, I'm gonna have to buy one. And I mean, we have money this time as opposed to our previous run,
That's affirmative.
but I still don't want to do it.
Shouldn't be hard to figure out. Just need the
No.
location.
Probably not, then. Open that door. And scoot over here.
On the move.
Get vision. Can you hack that? No, you can hack the everything, though. That is a person. Don't want to mess with that thing. Here is probably fine. I hope you have vision on it from here. We do have the extra
There's
turns, though.
something out there.
Well, that's the added benefit of not having to make visual contact with our goals. It's... But we don't even have to help them a lot. Ooh, watch list. What the hell is in watch list? I think we can also just run out. Wah, 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 wah. Where do we go? Alright, let's go watch list. You think this stacks? It probably doesn't stack, though. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone for the alloys, but that's not the limiting factor. Now, the limiting factor right now is Illyrium cores.
Too
Not
many
even.
variables.
Let's have you run out first. Kit doesn't need to do
15
shit.
status confirmed. VIP is
Give me the
in tow.
VIP.
Proceed to the extraction point.
Yes, let me out. What's our command range? Oh, we reach him, so here's what's happening now. Oscar Mike! Everybody, get a move on and get out. Wow, that's not enough. Well, fortunately, it doesn't have to be enough.
Heading out.
And we're leaving. Well, at least you're leaving. Let's turn that command thing off, because it's a bit of annoyance. And things are basically
Need location
settling
of
into a
landing
nice
site. We'll
routine
meet you
in
there.
which very few people are shot at. In fact, no shots might be fired in this one. If we're lucky, although we appear to have noticed that, holy shit, the alarms are going off and trouble is afoot. Mustafa Mansour, I hope you don't get shot on the way out, because that'd be disappointing. Guess they won't get shot on the way out, and guess what? We are on the way out. Thanks for that, Advent. Thank you for the new thing.
I'm going.
Do you think that engineers could be faceless? Because if they could be faceless, I mean, well, interesting, and well, certainly something I would do if I were leading Advent. It might not be the most fun thing we can do, because that just invalidates. You know what people will do? It's not that they will take risks with getting a faceless engineer on board. What they're more likely to do is to simply not take those missions, focus all their efforts on every other mission, like stuff that gives them intel and supplies and all that other good stuff. Or maybe even just generic resistance guys, more than this, and they'll just buy their engineers from the shop, which would make faceless infiltration, fittingly enough, more dangerous, because we're gonna have to focus on getting rid of the faceless at home, because we're gonna have to spend more money, and if the faceless are in our havens, we wouldn't be able to make as much money as we needed to buy our engineers. It will also limit the speed of the campaign, because you can only get one engineer at a time. Or they might not even rescue anybody at this point. So that's probably why engineers can't be faceless. And that's my rant of the day. It's a very limited rant, but then again, that was a very easy mission. Although if we had decided to go one tile further, we might have been fucked there by the first Advent surveillance drone. So I'm gonna count my lucky stars that we didn't get fucked up. Also, we were lucky that Morden was not discovered during our second turn. Had he been discovered, we'd be dead. There'd be no ifs or buts about it. We'd be poisoned and we'd be bound. Get that revival protocol on the field. You are probably better suited to long missions. By the way, you're probably suited more to long missions because you've got the heals, which may be more important than combat protocol in certain instances. Why don't you go digging? You're right. I don't know what I was saying there. I'm still burping. I ordered KFC this afternoon. It was very satisfying. Okay, let's check out what we got. Kerrigan's Killers, not technically Kerrigan's Killers yet.
These findings will likely
Thank you for giving me that trooper autopsy.
Efforts, Commander.
Well, we have the
Despite
proving
a thorough
ground now.
analysis,
Stun Lancer,
I have
Officer
yet to
Robotics,
discover what,
Alloy
if
Plating.
any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers'
We should
enormous
get into
eyes
resistance radio
provide.
because we can't do these
Testing
two
their
because we don't have
visual
a scientist for it.
acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
Oh,
I
Virgos are
foresee a
intel.
number of valuable applications
Shut up, Tegan.
stemming from this technology. I'll have a
I'm just
report
gonna finish
assembled
this.
as
Wait for
soon
that
as
to
the
hit to
research is
100%.
complete.
200 then.
Strategic resource
Get our
located.
alloys, and then this is what we're doing next. Short episode, so this is probably gonna come up right after Ascending Dawn is probably going to come right after this episode. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. Join us next time for what I realize is a light to moderate mission, which frightens the ever-living crap out of me. I am Padinator. I'll see you later. That's how scared I am. I forgot the extra.